how are you? I'm really excited for today's video because I'm just laughing just thinking about it, if I'm honest with you, but I am going to be sharing my most embarrassing moment in the legal profession. Like this tops it. It's so, you know, those memories of things that you have and you think about it, your face just crinkles up, you just want the ground to swallow you up. This is that video where I'll be sharing my most embarrassing moment, and some of you, obviously you will stay anonymous, have also kindly shared the most embarrassing moments you've had in the legal profession as well. So all in all, quite a fun video. Let's just all laugh at me and slash each other as well. Let me just share my most embarrassing moments. I have to get it up on my phone just to remind me of the cringiness. This was buried in the back of my mind and I just got reminded of it recently, and I just thought, you know what, why not share it on YouTube and we can all have a laugh. I'm not going to specify when or where this happened, and basically let me just give you a bit of context. So there was a time when Netflix would give like 3-month free trials or 1-month free trials if you signed up with a new account, and I'm sure some of you have done this, but you sign up with loads of different emails, so you end up getting like 3 months trials like nearly every month. So I had a new email address that I could use, and it was my work email that I could use. So I basically signed up to Netflix using my work email and created a new account like that, and then had a free trial with that account. I thought, this is perfect, this is great. And what I did was, which I shouldn't have done looking back, is I turned on my kind of email preferences, so it meant that Netflix could send me promotional videos about what to watch, etc. So I left the organisation. After you leave the firm, and I left the organisation, I didn't know this, but my email address and the inbox attached to that email address, another partner could have access to that, or another colleague could have access to that. So when I left, a partner had access to my inbox just to check that no emails came in from clients, etc., and they didn't miss anything. So that's essentially what happened when I left the firm. And then obviously I'm just going about my life, just, enjoying life. And I get this email to my private email address from the partner. And it was a forwarded message from Netflix. And the title was, okay, you know what, I won't give the title first. So what the email said was, "Hi Simran, I hope all is well. Just to say, I received your email," so this is the partner emailing this, "and I've received this and another email from Netflix. You might want to update your details, although I hear series 1 of this show was very good." Now let me tell you what show this was. The show was Sex Education. So the title of this email address was "Sex Education Season 2 is out now on Netflix." And obviously the partner was just like, "Oh yeah, Sim watches Sex Education." He even says in the email, "I heard series 1 of the show was really good." I don't know why. I think it was because of the title of the show and what it's about. It honestly just really cringed me out. It was like, why did you have to send me this? It was just so cringy. Like, yeah, it was cringe. Why didn't I just change my email preferences, man? Like, just dumb. I was just dumb. And what I did was I replied back to that email, and I think I mentioned something because there was someone from my university who actually featured in the show on Netflix in Sex Education. So I emailed back and I said, yeah, fun fact, I actually went to uni with one of the people who's in the show, just to kind of make it a bit lighthearted. And I don't think they replied. So yeah, that's great. But yeah, that was awkward, and that was my most embarrassing moment in the legal profession. So yeah, if you sign up to any subscriptions using your work email, just make sure you change your mailing preferences afterwards, please, to avoid awkward situations like that. Now, obviously I revealed my most embarrassing moment. Let's hear about yours, right? This is the fun stuff, because now everyone's laughed at me, now everyone can laugh at all of y'all, so it's fine. We're all here just laughing at each other, right? This one's clever. So someone said that they attended a virtual open day at a law firm, so it was virtual, and they were speaking to the partner and their mind went blank. So what they did was they started miming, so it looked like there was an issue with Teams. That is so clever, like acting as if, you're just like, and everyone just thinks that you've like frozen. It's amazing. That's so clever. I mean, I can see why it'd be embarrassing because you're always just going to be scared. And I'm not going to lie, it's clever, but maybe they could hear the background noise. I don't know. So you're always going to be unsure about whether that's worked or not. So that's clever, but I can see why it's also a bit orcs for you as well, just starting to mime. That is hilarious. So the next one was a pen leaked in my shirt pocket, so you walked around with massive ink on your chest. No! But they said that they firmed it though. You know what? Those kind of things, even though they seem embarrassing, you can try and change the situation so they turn into conversation starters, and then people can see your personality come out. So I can see why that'd be embarrassing, because you're like, oh my god, like I've got this like ink stain on my chest basically. This one is hilarious. Instead of saying, I would love it, thank you, this individual said to an associate that they had just met, thanks, I love you. Oh. That is embarrassing, man. Oh my god, that is hilarious. Thanks, I love... How would you even go back from that? Like, oh god, you dropped the L-bomb on someone you don't even met. That is hilarious. So the next person said, on the first day, the managing partner walked into my office, introduced himself, and I asked him if he was an associate. Oh my god, I know what you mean by this, and I know why it's super embarrassing. But some partners genuinely look... And I'm not saying that all partners have to be old, and they have to look old. It's not like that at all. But there have been individuals in the firm where they look so young, and you just think, oh wow, like, you know, they must be an associate or something. And I think that's part of us, you know, we need to change our mindset into thinking and not making those assumptions. So one thing that I do when I meet new people is I'll say, oh hi, nice to meet you, and I try not to make any assumptions about where they're at in terms of their position. Luckily, our email signature tells us what position that person is, so whether they're a managing associate or a trainee, etc. So I just take it from there. But yeah, massive hint, just don't assume that you know what someone's position is. Also, you may meet someone in the firm who's quite a bit older, and they might look like a partner, but they might actually be a director, or they might be a managing associate. So yeah, really be careful with that. Oh no, this one happens to the best of us. So this person said that their brain malfunctioned, and a simple task took around 4 to 5 redos, and the partner was done with me. I'm not gonna lie, I've been there. There have been moments, I think it was when I was paralegaling, and I was given a document and I had to just make something really simple out of it. I think I misunderstood, and I took the task on a whole other level and did some massive corrections to it, gave it back to the partner, and they said, no, I only wanted you to do this. Then I go back and do it, and then there was still like typos in there, and he said, you need to do it again. So this letter ended up getting printed out so many times because I just couldn't get it right, and I was getting really flustered. I remember, you know, getting like my heart was beating a little bit, and the partner was done with me as well. They were just like, what are you doing with your life? So don't worry, you know, we've all been there. It's slightly embarrassing, but we do move. This person got stuck in another firm's canteen, which was in the same building. Oh my god, that is hilarious. I'm not gonna lie, one thing about having firms in the same building, you've got to be really careful about this. And this is something that I have only come to learn now on my training contract, because in my office, we share the office with other law firms. And sometimes when you're in the lift, other lawyers from other firms can walk into the lift because they're wanting to go downstairs to the canteen, or they want to head out to the office, etc. So really be careful about don't talk about basically client information or what matters you're working on, because it could easily take someone in the lift to figure out what you're talking about. That goes beyond what this embarrassing story was, like getting stuck in another firm's canteen. That is hilarious. But maybe the food was nice. You could have like done a little bit of a taste session and see what your firm needed improving on in terms of menus. Oh no, this person totally blanked the managing partner because they had no idea who he was. You know what, we've been there. Like, there are sometimes so many people in the firm that you cannot ever know everyone. You can't. It's impossible sometimes. So yeah, don't beat yourself up about that one. That happens, but hopefully you managed to speak to him afterwards. The last one that we have is this was in an interview, and the individuals asked, what would you do if you were at Nando's with your friends and they were fighting over whose food was which, and you know, what would you do in that situation if your friends are arguing over whose food is whose? This person said that they'll do nothing and just laugh. I'm not gonna lie, I'll do the same. I'll just be like, you bunch of losers, like, why are you arguing over food for? Just order some more, y'all. And then the interviewer apparently didn't take that well, and then they just replied back and said, oh sorry, I'd exercise my conflict resolution skills and negotiate and ensure a seamlessly fun experience for every single person at the table. That is hilarious, because that is not what we would do. We would laugh at our friends. We would say, what are you all on? Why are you arguing about this? You all are dumb. And then I'd probably, if I was at Nando's, you know what, if my friends were arguing over whose food was which in a restaurant, I'll just go get up. I'd go get my garlic and herb sauce, just pick out all the sauces that are there. I'd really take my time with it, and maybe even order some Pyrenees, in the hope that when I get back to the table, they would have sorted it out already, and I just don't have to do anything. I've just got all the sauces there and I'm ready to eat. That's what I would do personally, but that's just because I love Nando's so much. But yeah, hopefully this video you found really, really useful. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!